because I'm at home. I cannot be caught by surprise. And my wife was telling me, they might ask you to come and talk to me. I said, well, I'm not God approached to pastor. I wouldn't know whether he has an arrangement. But I was supposed to be here last week. But when I approached him, I said the district church wanted me to come over. He said, no, he wouldn't want to struggle with the district headquarters. So last week we were at the district. So today we are back at home. That I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for the honor and thank you for your endurance. But last week I was supposed to be here. So it wasn't that as if I ignore my people. I know I cannot always come back home. You owe me, I owe you. Praise the Lord. Even as I was sitting down there, one GO was asking me whether I would be coming. I said, no, I'm at home, I'm in my church. So they wanted me there. I have to be at home. Praise the Lord. You are sending me out. If I am out, you are hearing about me because of your prayers. I bless you for your prayer, and God will not disappoint you in Jesus' name. Praise the Lord. Now, it's an opportunity for us to see ourselves and hear ourselves directly. When we are talking of health, healthy living, what is health? Health is not just you not having headache, not just you not having fever. It's not just about you not having diabetes or hypertension, but it is about your general well-being. When we say general well-being, how you are socially, how you are economically, how you are balanced mentally, how you are balanced economically, how you are balanced physically, how you are balanced even in your interaction. If you are emotionally balanced, you are healthy. Hello. WHO define health as your general well-being. If you are happy, you are healthy. If your emotion is stable, you are healthy. If you can pray to your God without headache, without fever, you are healthy. That is you are spiritually balanced. Some time ago, I was telling you here that even your pastor can be very much happy and excited to pray for you if he is healthy. Everybody need health. Everybody need to be healthy. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. When you are healthy, you are wealthy. We have many people that are so rich. They have money. They are in billions, in trillions, but they are not enjoying the money. They are not enjoying the wealth because they are not healthy. So, if you want to pray to God to bless you, the first prayer you should pray for is to be healthy. Because when you are healthy, you are the wealthiest person on earth. Even a madman on the street wants to be healthy. Are you not surprised? A madman on the street, a mad woman on the street wants to be healthy. When a madman or a mad woman on the street is not healthy, that is the time you see him or her to be very aggressive. Everybody coming across him or her, you want to fight them because it's not healthy. Hello. Now, that is why you should all embrace sound health. In one of my slogans, I used to tell people that the agony of not living not living well, is so bad that longevity in the absence of sound health is a life of agony. When somebody is not healthy, the idea of living long is rubbish. Hello? Living long in the absence of sound health is a life of agony. We have people that, despite the fact they are so rich, they are praying to die. They will tell their doctors or their nurses, is there any injection for them to be injected to die? because of the agony they are passing through. Many people are passing through pain every second. How many of you can endure headache for 1 hour? No. You will start crying. You will not cry in Jesus' name. So that is why whenever they are talking about healthy living, let us all be very much aware and interested. Create your interest to live sound health. To live in sound health is not a matter of praying to be rich. If you are rich, if you are not healthy, that wealth, others will be enjoying that wealth. Even drivers, gardeners, housemates, they will be the one enjoying the wealth. Because when they eat, they can enjoy their sleep. They even oversleep. Many people are praying for sleep, to even sleep for 2 hours a day. They will buy the sleep. If you are going along here by the left, you will see sleep laboratory. Sleep laboratory, you pay 100,000 to sleep for 1 hour. People go there to sleep. For 1 hour, you pay 100,000. It's at here, but when you are going, you see by the left, you see sleep laboratory. It is built for people that could not sleep. Some people wanted to sleep, but their system could not allow them to sleep. So they will go and pay 100,000 to sleep for 1 hour. 2 hours, 200,000. 5 hours, 500,000. They will not even allow them to sleep for 5 hours. The highest hour you could sleep is 2 hours. But many people are on the queue. Yes. Praise the Lord. So we are all praying to enjoy sound health. But let us talk to ourselves. How do we achieve healthy living? How do we achieve healthy living? We are talking of healthy living, healthy living, healthy living. Sound health, sound health. How do you achieve it? I want to tell you today that it is your personal decision. To live healthy is your personal decision. To live a sound health is your personal decision. To live long is your personal decision. That's another slogan of mine. I said longevity is a matter of choice. Longevity is a matter of choice. Because when you are talking about healthy living, many just believe everything that happened to them is spiritual. We are all Christians. We believe in divine healing. We believe in spirituality. Our faith has made us to believe that nothing can do us. But we should also believe that not everything happening to us is spiritually based. Most of the time we over spiritualize our problems. You know, in Africa, especially in this part of the world, whatever that happened to us is linked to witchcraft. If it is not your stepmother, it's your neighbor. If it's not your neighbor, it's your some people say some children, even their pastor or prophet will tell them it's their mother that is doing them. Some it is even their pastor that is doing them. Because of their brainwashing, they believe. Even when you are in the church, you are still afraid of witchcraft. Then where is that your God? So that's where there's a problem. It is not everything that happened to us that is spiritually based. Even the witches and wizards, they are tired. In the village, many of them are dead. But they are still pursuing you. Because you believe that their power is pursuing you. So, where are we? So let us come out from that dark belief that everything that happened to us is spiritual. Most often, we even tell men and women of God, because if a man of God is preaching on the altar and slump and die, you say it's witches and wizards. Then why is that God that's on that altar? This altar, nothing evil can overpower the power of God. So when a man of God slump on the altar and died, and you are saying witchcrafting, then where's your God? But forgetting that high BP, high blood sugar could terminate somebody even without any awareness. So, we are here to tell you now, what are the approaches you can make to now enjoy that sound health and to create health awareness to yourself and your people. Health promotion It's another way of you evangelizing to people. There are many people there, even in their household, among the unbelievers, even among the Muslims. They have problems happening to them, but they do not understand what they could do. They need your enlightenment. They need your awareness. If you can hold on to them, I know I was telling some people, I said, why I love hospital evangelism. Those days when we were in Ketu, I was telling them at the lecture last week. Why I love hospital evangelism is because that is the best place you can convert somebody to God. When we were in Ketu, that was the ministry I love so much. No matter how stubborn somebody is, when that person is sick, even a rich man will be looking for prayer, will be looking for divine solution. Because when you say there is no God, go to the hospital or go to prison, you will see how hospitalized patients, how they embrace God, or how prisoners used to embrace God. I've been in prison, I've been to Kirikiri prison several times. To give head talk, I was not a prisoner. I used to be there, I used to be with them. But that's where you see people want to know God. Then you go to hospital, you know that people want to see God, they want to know God. When you just say God bless you, and especially when you come with an anointing, they will release themselves. Because nobody want to die. Everybody want to live healthy. And that is why when you have your neighbor, you have your stubborn neighbor, when they don't believe in God, when they are sick, that is the best time you can even evangelize about Christ to them. Because your prayer will make more meanings. Hello? That's why I told you, even a madman want to be healthy. To me, I have a lot of mad people as my friends. They know in my area, they know. In my office, when you see mad people, they are my friends. Why are they my friends? Because I will still approach them and talk to them. I know their problem and I know how to approach their problems. There are some mad men I stopped from smoking and they agree with me because there was a way I approached them. Because they want to live healthy. That's why you should know that. You know, I told you before, I said, if a madman want to be healthy, you'll be wondering, how can a madman want to be? They want to be healthy, especially when they have problem. You are able to address it, then you catch them. Praise the Lord. My brothers and sisters, how do you approach sound health? Or how do you allow yourself to enjoy sound health in longevity? I'll give you some hints now. There's what we call periodic medical checkup. Periodic medical checkup. What do you call periodic medical checkup? Periodic medical checkup is when you allow medical officers to help you to assess yourself. You check yourself. When last do you even check your blood pressure? When last do you even check your blood sugar? When last did you even check your lipid profile? When last did you even know whether you that is moving, whether in the next 10 to 20 minutes you cannot fall down and die? It is a challenge to all of us. It is here in Nigeria, I've said it on here. The agony we are facing when people slump and die is so much. The wrong belief people are portraying when people fall and die is so much. Because when people refuse to check themselves, there is tendency for them to fall and die at any time. Let me tell you, as you are aging, your body is aging. As you are aging, your organs are aging. You have the organs in your system. Your heart is an organ. Your kidney is an organ. Your liver is an organ. Your brain is an organ. Your lungs is an organ. You have all these organs. They are like your vehicle or like your machine you are using. If you are using your vehicle, you are not servicing your vehicle. You are not putting oil. You are not gauging oil. You are not gauging the gear oil. You are not gauging the brake oil. You are not gauging even the clutch oil. Your car can stop at any time. That is how our body system is. So if you don't maintain your system, it will break down at any time. Science have taught us that when a woman attains the age of 35 years, she has attained the age of adulthood. So your system starts to degenerate. When a man attains the age of 40 years, your system starts to degenerate, whether you like it or not. You will have one element or the other. You have to manage till God will call you home. It is not a cause for those organs, for your bones to be weak. It is not a cause. It is not witchcraft. It is a matter of aging. So whether you like it or not, you are aging. If you like, even at 60 years, you say there is no arugbo in Nigeria like in Ghana. You package yourself, even as a woman, you are aging. Your system is aging. Your bones are aging. Your muscles are aging. Your veins are even aging. So you need to lubricate them. You need to maintain them. That is why you must embark on periodic medical checkup. It is in Nigeria here. You see a young man of 40 years will go and buy a car of 50 million. To maintain that car of that 50 million, he will be spending about 50 to 100,000 to maintain the car every month. Ask him to pay any money for any other thing, it's a problem. For that car, that 100,000 every month must be service. But the owner of that car, see African mentality, the owner of that car could not walk into any clinic to check his blood pressure for 100 naira or highest 500 naira. Then when he slump and they rush him to the hospital, the BP is 250 over 150, reaching to what we call hemorrhagic stroke, and there is no reverse. Ask that man, when did he check his BP last? Hey, does it matter? Doesn't matter. But the BP have destroyed the kidney, have destroyed the brain cell. There is what we call hemorrhagic stroke, CVA, cerebrovascular accident, blood coming out from the nose and mouth. There is no more reverse. Because even when you reverse, the person will become vegetable. Vegetable means he will not even know his brain again. Because when you operate the brain, there is no reverse. The person has become complete vegetable. He could not even know what happened yesterday. So what is the essence of that person? Surviving. Surviving is now becoming problem to others. Because they will carry you to the fruit. They will carry you. So when they struck and died at that point, a young Nigerian of 40 years, a young millionaire, but because of lack of knowledge, it is the time he was having headache, he will rush to somewhere, either an imam or any false prophet. That your stepmother, he didn't want to produce you, he didn't want, they are the one doing you. He will spend money, hundreds of thousands, to fight witches and wizards. But the thing that is knocking him down, the witch and wizard in the village, they don't even know where he is. So that is another problem we are having in our society. We have seen cases where people slump and just die. And people will be saying, hey, na do they do am, na do they do am, na do they do am. I'm not saying they are not doing people, but let those that are doing you, with your knowledge, let them do themselves. Because when you have knowledge about your problem, the people that are doing you, they will do what? They will do themselves. Because your assumption that they are the one doing you cannot catch you again. So that is the importance of regular periodic checkup. Whenever you see any symptom, do not embark on self-medication. Many of us, we are used to shape. When I say shape, you can easily walk to any clinic, any chemist, and shape for you. They begin to pick. Paracetamol is there, tetracycline is there, Idocin is there, Ampiclos is there. Tarimid is there. About 5 or 6 different antibiotics, broad spectrum antibiotics at a go. You swallow them, not knowing that you are destroying your system. Many of us, many Nigerians, they use their own hands to destroy their kidneys. That is why today, when you go to dialysis centers, you see young people below 20 years. I've seen 15 years. I've seen 10 years having chronic kidney damage, complete breakdown, undergoing dialysis. They will do dialysis 3 to 4 times a week. A dialysis session will take 40 to 50,000, and they will do 3 per week. That is about 150 per week. In a month, about 600,000 per week. Without food, you can see what people are passing through. Don't say God forbid, it is happening. I say many people use their own hands to destroy their kidneys because of their self-medication. Chapo. Most of those boys and girls at the chemist, they did not go to school, but they are capitalizing on your ignorance. Because anybody you see at the chemist is a doctor, is a pharmacist. Hello? Knowledge is killing many people. Many of them don't even know what they are giving you. Because when they give you 6 different antibiotics at a go, 6 different strong analgesics at a go, they are killing your kidney and your liver. Because any drug that goes into your body will pass through your liver to detoxify. But when the power of those drugs are more than the threshold of your kidney tolerance, they will damage your liver, they will damage your kidney. At the end of the day, they pack up. And once they pack up, they cannot easily be transplanted. If you think kidney transplanting is very easy, it's not easy. It's a lot of millions. And there are many cases of graft rejection, even when they transplant, because of the rejection of the foreign body. Your kidney reject it. The person will see that. So what is the reason of wasting money? The liver cannot even be transplanted like kidney. So why do you want to destroy your kidney or your liver yourself? Many of us, our lack of sleep is because of the drugs you have even swallowed. When you overdose your blood with series of drugs and analgesics, then your body will be working like machine because you have already over concentrated your blood. Just like when you put too much salt in your soup, can you eat the soup? You cannot eat the soup now. Yoruba used to say, you don't say because you are rich, you have to put plenty salt in your soup. Wọn ò wọlá ń jẹ wọn fi ọlá ń jẹ yọ ní Yorùbá àbí ẹbí ọlá ń jẹ yọ. No, that is what you do to yourself when you allow wax to pump you with series of drugs and you bombard your system. And what are they doing in that clinic? What are they doing in that clinic? See, approach the right quarter. That is the advice I used to give. I've been an enemy to many even doctors around me. Because at times I will advise patients, go to the appropriate quarter. Every patient that have every problem, you have specialists to attend to your problem. It is here in this part of the world that when you go to a clinic, everything that is doing you, they know it. It's a lie. That is 419. There is no singular doctor that is a specialist of all. Everybody has their own organization. Quote me, I've said it on air, and I will continue to say it. Many of the people that are attending to you, they are duping you, they are not taking care of you. That is the bitter truth. When you have teeth problem, approach a dentist. There is a doctor that is a dentist, that is a specialist in that teeth, that will attend to your problem. When you have bone problem, there is an orthopedic center that attend to bone. They are specialists in bone. They will attend to your problem with specialization. When you are diabetic, there is a center, there is a specialist that is trained to manage your problem perfectly. When you have intestinal problem, There's an endocrinologist that knows everything about your intestine. When you have eye problem, there's an optician or ophthalmologist that will attend to your eye and will know everything about your eye and will give you the best treatment. When you have ear problem, there's an ENT that's a specialist that will attend to your problem with specialist dealings. When you have nose problem, you as a person that is responsible. Then why are we now cheating ourselves? Even when you have brain problem, you have neurologist that knows everything about your brain and they will give you the best treatment. So, approach the best center for your problem. Do not cheat yourself. Many of us we have our money, but we don't know how to spend our money. Because when you invite parts to come and be managing, you are killing yourself. As of rich men, I would say when they are sick ordinary headache, come and pass water. You call a nurse. I'm not targeting anybody. I'm just telling the truth. And that is the bitter truth. I've said it on air and I will keep on saying it. When they give you seed drip, and they give you seed drip. Hey, they are killing you. Not every problem require you being given drip. But most of us, when they are not giving us seed drip, they have not treated us. Indirectly, we are killing you. You are overloading your system. I had some cases in the past, even around me. There was a man, somebody that was having traces of sugar, and he went to a clinic. They provided him with 6 drips. He was happy. But at a point, he was going. He knew he was going. He was dying. As I tried to rush him out, they had checked his blood sugar, 560. He was already crossing the mark. When I was talking to him, he said he wanted to go to God. I said, brother, thank God for your life. If you are dead, your cause will not go to God. You thank God that you are not dead. You carry yourself there. Just thank God that you are not dead. If you are dead, they will tell your family member, oh, you've tried our best. They have tried their best. You are gone. Dead body know the talk. I say thank God for your life. That you are not dead. But don't go back there again. Because of your belief. He said right from secondary school, he believed if he was sick, he must be given drink. You had traces of sugar. They now started giving you sucrose, blood sugar drip. Somebody that is diabetic, they give you sugar drip. They are killing you. They are adding more to your problems. So, but if you are going to the right pattern, before they set you on drip, they will check your blood sugar. Is it normal? They know the specific drip to give you. If you are hypertensive, they will not give you electrolyte drip. Because when they give you electrolyte drip, they want you to cross over. That's when you see some people when they run down to the hospital. In the next 30 minutes, they are dead. Because they added to their problems. If they did not check you, see, the Oyibo that brought medicine, they know why they brought medicine to Africa. We inherited it. Before you are treated, if you are not diagnosed and anybody is treating you, they are cheating on your organs and your system. Before you are treated, you supposed to be diagnosed. Doctor will diagnose you, then they will diagnose you to know what and what to do. Just like when the mechanic wants to repair a vehicle, you want to know the fault. Is it from the engine? Is it from the gear? Is it mechanical? You know. Then why should you now release yourself to be managed anyhow? It is lack of knowledge. It is pure lack of knowledge. Do the right thing to your system. You enjoy your system. Sound head is all about maintenance. Just like when you are using your car. What matters in car? When you say somebody buy a car, it's not buying of the car that matters you. It is maintenance. Our pastor is very much, is a specialist in that area. Because before they purchase car, they will check car. And they will tell the owner of the car, it doesn't matter of the brand of the car you are buying. What matters most is your maintenance. Sir, have you noticed so? Most of us are running after names of cars. But our specialists in cars, They don't run after names. They run after. Once the engine is in good order, they will tell you maintenance is what make you to enjoy the car. No be so you dey tell us. And that is how we human beings are. For you to enjoy longevity, it is the way you manipulate yourself. It is the way you manage yourself. It's maintenance. It's maintenance. When you see women packing themselves at times, I have some aged women in my office, not like I have in my church. When they package themselves, if you don't look well, you will think they are sissy. It is packaging, though. If Mama Baba package herself now, even Baba will just hit his mother if he doesn't look at it. Yes, Baba, if your mother package herself, you will trust her. She's even going to be younger than your girlfriend. Yes, that's packaging. That's packaging. If Mama Ijebu, as old as she is, if she package, one day I saw when she package herself and wear skirt and blouse. In fact, if I did not look at the front, I would not know I was looking at it. That is packaging. Maintenance. Hello? The way you package yourself is the way you see yourself. The way you maintain your system is the way you enjoy longevity. Sound health is what can make you to enjoy longevity. God will help you in Jesus' name. Now, another aspect is sanitation. Sanitation. When we talk of sanitation, I'll talk of environmental sanitation. I also talk about self-sanitation. How do you maintain your environment? Most of the time, we welcome to our system, to our environment, where we are the host. We welcome what we call parasites into our system, into our homes, because of the way we live. Most of us, we don't maintain what we call environmental sanitation. We could be very neat outside, but inside, another thing. I've had some cases in the past that while most men even avoid enjoying their room with their wife, because you find out that the way, I'm sorry to say, women are very, very careful and they are very neat. But as we are neat outside, let us be neat inside. Hello? Neatness is nearest to God. What we eat and consume with our mouth can either make us to grow or kill us. When you don't eat good food, you can contaminate yourself. When we are talking about food handlers in Lagos some years back, many food outlets were locked up because they couldn't meet up, because they were killing people. See, typhoid spreading, cholera spreading, which other thing that came that time, Ebola and all of them, they were spreading at anyhow. But you find out that many outlets, they are not really obeying sanitation. They cook raw food and people swallow raw food and start having stomach problem, vomiting, stooling, diarrhea, dysentery, because of what they have swallowed. Many of us too at home, we don't even like cooking. Me, I started cooking when I was the last born of my mother. And those days, there was nothing like using engine to grind. We normally use hand to grind pepper. That's stone. The first time I will grind pepper, I was grinding and I felt like urinating. I went to urinate. I used the same hand to hold my plate. I couldn't eat that food. Because the pepper of the village is harsher than the pepper in town. Those small pepper, Atawewe. You see, we started cooking right from when we were small. We started following our mothers to kitchen, not the sophisticated kitchen of gas. Firewood. We go and carry firewood from the and go and set fire and cook. The smoke of the firewood set. It was enough to benefit you. We were following them cooking. But how many of us youth today that can cook? Most of us cannot even boil water to prepare tea. Many cannot even fry eggs. That is why you see that it is very easy for you to eat rubbish because you don't even know how to cook. Some men, if their wife fight them, they will have to beg them because of food. Some of us can still go to kitchen and cook and even still help our wives. I still go to kitchen to go and wash plate. It's not, at times I will tell Grace, you can't send me away from your kitchen. Yes, I still cook for them because I know how to cook. How many of us youth can cook? Even when you marry, for your husband to respect you, it's not only about sex, yo. Good food will make your man to honor you. And some men too that cannot cook, when your wife is sick or having or travel or planning because of job, you begin to panic to go and buy food because you not learn how to do the right thing. So let us repent and start learning how to cook good food and start learning how to know good food so that we will not keep on eating rubbish. Hello? These are things that are affecting our health and we have to talk about it. Personal sanitation, environmental sanitation. Keep your environment neat. Mosquitoes are so much available around us, but you can prevent mosquitoes bites by netting, simple netting. When you net your windows and your entrance, you reduce the amount of mosquitoes coming to bite you. You will not be having malaria all the time. Witches and wizards know they cause malaria. Now mosquitoes dey cause malaria. If you are not bitten by mosquitoes, you cannot have malaria. Quote me anywhere. You can only have malaria when you are bitten by mosquitoes. So, why is it now that you cannot just do ordinary netting? Spend money on netting to prevent mosquitoes bites. If you don't leave your food open for housefly to invade your food, you cannot get cholera. No be witches and wizards dey cause cholera. Housefly can give you cholera, can give you dysentery because flies, a cockroach, all those things can contaminate your food if you allow them. No be witches and wizards o. Hello? Knowledge is power. Do the right thing, then you will live right and you live a sound health. Praise the Lord. Now, last week we were talking about, I won't forget to go into that because I think I still have time. How many minutes more? Ushers should be aware. I don't like wasting time. I'm not here to come and waste your time. When my time is 5 minutes to time, let me know. So I will know how to summarize. I believe in time. I'm a scientist. Yes. We talk about premarital investigations to your district last week. Why do we talk about premarital investigations? It is because today we are having the knowledge that in our environment, even when you have 1 or 2 kids, they can last and live after you as parents because they don't have anything that can terminate them at any time. When there is a wrong belief, there will be a future wrong answer. Matchmaking in marriage is what we make when we talk of premarital. Your pastors, your marriage counselors, they don't want to disturb you from loving whoever you want to love, but they want to help you to choose right. And how do you choose right? In medicine, there's what we call genotype and blood grouping. Genotype is your genetic constitution. Whatever you have inherited from your parents down to offering, what we call genetic, is your genotype, what you inherited. It is part of you. We have more than 7 billion people on this planet Earth. But God never made mistake of making two people to be genetically the same thing. Even identical twins, there must be some genetical differences. And that is why it is not a curse. Whatever you have inherited is what your parents have given you. But there is nothing that is abnormal that cannot be put normal. But when two abnormal come together, they become more abnormal. And you have more problems. We have genotypes AA in this part of the world. We have genotype AS, genotype AC, genotype ASC, and finally genotype CC. We have more than that among the Caucasians, but among the blacks, those are the common ones we have. The same thing we have what we call your blood group. You have blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, blood group O. All those things, they are your group. That is, they are on your SS. If an individual is blood group A, there is what we call A antigen on the red cells of that individual. If somebody is B, there is what we call B antigen on the red cell of that individual. If somebody is blood group AB, there is A antigen and B antigen on the red cell of that individual. That's why we call that individual AB. If there is no antigen on the red cell, the person is what we call O or zero group. Now, I will also dwell on what they call the positive. That what we call the resource positive. That one is an antigen that is found on the red cell of a monkey, African macaque monkey. Fortunately, 85%, about 85% of us are positive for reasons in Africa. It is not that we are monkey children, but the African monkey, the white people discovered the antigen on the red cell of that monkey. That's why we call it resource positive, resource antigen, which is the resource monkey, the macaque monkey that is found in South Africa. That doesn't make it to be children of monkeys, we are children of God, not like I used to say. But you just have to know that whatever you possess on your blood is inherited or was passed to you from your parents. So why should some people not come together? When you have somebody of blood group AS, should not come together with AS because they have the tendency of having sickness. When somebody is blood group AC, we say you should not come together with AS because they will have SC, which have some similar crisis to SS. And why do we want to avoid all this? Because when you have a sickler in your family, that sickler will make you to spend money as if you are giving back to 10. Because there will be incidences of bone pain, crisis of fever, crisis of other pains, agony, a lot of cases of blood transfusion, and there will be many errors during those pandemic time. Then why should we now say with stubbornness we must go into it? It is not your pastor, it is not your parent. Because of the experience they have had, they wouldn't want you to go into problems. We are not saying sicklers are not good children, but they are very expensive to manage. I have said it several times and I'm still saying it. Most of the sicklers that escape death or escape those agony, most of them, they are exceptionally brilliant in their field of studies, but they are very expensive to manage. So if you want to have them, you should be ready to spend money. But there is no need in bringing to the world the child that will continue to witness experiencing agony, because there is no parent that will go to bed to sleep when their child is crying in agony of pain or going from one hospital to the other for blood transfusion. You find out that the initial love of the Romeo and Juliet of the parent will turn to hatred because there will be blame. No be you deceive me. No be you say tell me say no be so. No be you. You see, well, we have got many cases of coverage in the past, even churches. As I'm talking to you, I'm on the other of God. We have many churches that are facing a lot of crisis because of compromise, because of deceit. They are facing crisis. No pastor can settle them because we found out that when it was based on deceit, then that wahala. So why are you going into that? We have the issue of the resource compatibility we mentioned. When you have a woman of O negative going for a man of positive, there is tendency for them to have what we call continuous miscarriages, spontaneous abortion, especially if there was a misabortion which the lady have come across before the marriage. You know that in the past, virginity used to be a thing of must, but today it is not a thing of must again because people don't count it to be important. Yes, because of self-satisfaction. There are many cases. Abortion is not a problem to people now, even to ladies. Some even their mothers even assist them in doing abortion. But when somebody is negative, let us see it. And you want to give it up. Don't worry, I'm seeing your sign. How many minutes? 15 minutes. That one is even too much. I will stop before 15 minutes. Yes. 10 minutes. You said 15. Pastor, how many minutes? 15. Okay. I will use 10 minutes. I will use 10 minutes. I'm very time conscious, but I don't want you to stay in church. I know your questions will still raise some time. So, when somebody has committed abortion, listen, young ladies, listen very well. If a lady has committed abortion, either through drug or through DRC, and unfortunately that lady is negative, the antibody will be synthesized against the next baby that will be coming. Let it be after many years. You find out that because the antibody has been synthesized, any baby that is coming from a positive father is an enemy. Yes, must die. Abortion. Before 2-3 months, boom. Before 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, boom. You will see Obanjo. Not Obanjo. Hello? It is not Obanjo. Those days, during the dark age, our mothers will keep on giving back to about 10 before one will stay. At times they will go and put a mark. They will say Obanjo. Not be Obanjo. Most of them, they could be resource incompatibility. That is why you see many cases of women having misabortion. But if awareness has been created like this, if there is any case of misabortion and the woman has been much conscious to approach the health center, they could prepare such a woman so that the antibody that will be detected will be warmed up, be cleared before another incoming baby. Such woman can escape and have her own baby. At election last week, the lady was telling us that as we talk, she made herself as a typical example. And she told us what she did. And we said so, just like what I said, it was an answer. So to tell lie about medical is not easy. Because it's not all about herbalism. It's about evidence-based. Medical is evidence-based. So whatever they are telling you medically, either in any part of the world, it's the same thing all over. To the glory of God, your prayers have sent me across the board. But whatever we are telling you is not locally based, it is internationally based. If we are telling you something here, it is the same thing they will tell you even when you go outside the country. Because medicine is evidence based. I am not a local scientist, to the glory of God. That's why I said your prayer have sent us out. Whatever we are telling you is internationally based. Well, that is the recommendation. So any local person can tell you that we are spoiling businesses for them. But if it is to spoil business to save your life, we will say it. I've said it on there. I cannot be arrested for saying the truth. During the Ramadan time, I was invited by the Muslim community to talk about this thing we are talking about to the Muslim community all over Nigeria. Everybody wants knowledge. There is no room again for ignorance. And that is why we have to tell ourselves the truth. The truth is the gospel. The gospel of Christ is the truth. And that's why it can never be diluted. Let anybody, let any faith pastor come and talk. The truth is in the Bible. And healthy living, because our God is a divine healer. First World Organization believe in divine healing. And I said it last week and I will repeat it today again. The issue of premarital investigation started in First World. My elder, my pastor, is a witness. It started in First World. And today, all the Pentecostal churches in Nigeria, there is no pastor that will join a couple together without premarital investigation. But when this thing started, it was war. But today, we are going to tell people, even when I went to other churches, I will tell them, as a Presbyterian, the issue of the knowledge of premarital started in First World. Because First World doctrine is balanced. It's very balanced. Hello? Yes. First World have balanced doctrine. And anybody that refuses to key to that balanced doctrine, when you go astray, don't blame anybody. Blame yourself. Blame your stubbornness. Blame your pride. Because the organization have balanced doctrine. Any altar I go to, I say it with pride. Because the book of 1 Corinthians 4:31 says, let him who boasts, boast of the power of God. I can be boast of anything that is good. Because what is good is good. What is bad is bad. Why I'm saying it is because I have gone to some churches that this issue has scattered the board. This issue have made some pastors to be sent out of the headquarters because they believe that they know too much. They are intervening. At the end of the day, when the truth comes out, today is shame. I'm saying it, let them hear me. It is the truth. There are some pastors that will say, even some general overseers that will say, because this one is their own son, the marriage has to go on at the detriment of the other person. But there is no compromise. We will tell them the truth. Don't invite me again. I will not come. But invite me to come to the altar. I will tell you the truth. I will tell you the truth. Send me away. I will not come again. But the truth must be said. Because mercy is evidence based. There is no compromise. When you compromise, it will bounce back. And when you bounce back, destroy your reputation. When you try to run people together, when the answers start coming, they can decide to send assassin after you. If they cannot jail you. Yes. Yes. I said it at election. As part of the premarital, the HIV screening is there. They do it. We are not saying that people should not come together. But if they agree to go together, they will sign agreement. So when problems start coming, then they will not blame anybody. But when we cover it, it becomes a disgrace. Many things can be agreed upon if the parties agree to come together. As stubborn as I have led people to Naina to go and meet them. That is the center when it comes to HIV management. One is positive, one is negative. But there was this problem that I must find you. You people cannot stop us. Okay, go to the right quarter. They will cancel them. They will agree. And thank God for modern medicine. There are drugs for them to reduce the viral load. Then they could have good children that are not positive. You can see how medicine is advancing. So whenever all these things are coming up, it is not to neglect or to condemn some certain people. There are things that can still be possible if they follow the right path. I'm saying this so that some people may ask questions. Okay, what if somebody is positive? Does it mean that you know? No, it is not so. But it has to be known, and it will be, channeled to the right contact. They will counsel them about the medication they will take, the person that is involved, then the viral load will reduce, then they will continue their normal life. They will know what they are spending money on with agreement, but not with lack of knowledge. If one doesn't know, they keep on infecting themselves. At the end of the day, the two will die at the same time. But they could be prevented from dying if they have been told the right thing and they are following the right thing. That's what we are saying. Somebody can be a negative, a negative. If he knows from the beginning, then the man positive, they will be channeled through the right thing. When antenatal start or before antenatal, they will start doing the right thing. Then they will give back to normal children. Then why are we not hiding from the truth? So, they are not condemning anything. I'm saying this so that you educate people. The fact that somebody is positive doesn't mean that the person cannot live a normal life or cannot enjoy normal life. The person can enjoy it when we do the right thing. We have, as I'm standing here, we have many HIV patients that are living normal life. They have their children that are living normal, and they are happy all over the world. They call us. They give us gifts at the right time because they can never forget what God has used us to do. Because we have told them the truth, and that's why they are surviving. So why should they not love good things? That is the gospel of the truth. Praise the Lord. I think I have 5 minutes more. So, we have come to the crossroad. Which one is your choice? Which one are you holding on to? Are you ready to live in sound health to enjoy longevity? As I've said, it's a matter of choice. Today you can choose to live right. Today you can choose to adjust. Today you can choose to educate people that are lacking knowledge about how they can live long. Then you can be a champion to somebody. Because when you give the gospel of the truth, you'll be a champion. And you'll be a good motivator. You'll be a good mentor. And you can be well referred to when you have spoken the gospel of the truth. God will help us in Jesus' name. Amen.
Praise the Lord. 1 and 2. So please pass the mic. So doctor will answer yours.
Praise the Lord. So on thinking of the periodic checkup and some health, there's a question on the ask pertaining to stress management. Under the health management, how can one control stress? And the stress has to be like medicine procurement.
Any question, sir? Okay, the other question.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Uh, my question is about those things we apply here in Lagos State. Like, let me take Ewedu as an example. When you cut Ewedu that is natural, then you cut the other one that is planted with fertilizer. After some minutes or some hours, you discover a big difference. The one that was planted with fertilizer will be black and mint. Then the one that is natural will be dry and still be green. The same thing applicable to all fruits here in Lagos. As a matter of fact, I don't buy fruit anyhow. So, what advice do you have for us concerning that? Then number two, I attended a seminar. We were meant to understand that this graduate aging causes a lot of damages. Graduate aging that we use to grant our pepper. Machine, not blender, the one that they use, not manual, the engine that they put fuel to. The guy said that stick they are using to press the pepper that do chop, and as the thing is reducing, it goes to the pepper we are grinding. Then number two, he said the engine itself, whenever it's blunt, you have to take it to sharpen. Then when it is sharpened, later it will get blunt again. The particles goes to our pepper. He said number three, the grease that they put on the engine to allow smooth work of that engine also drop into our pepper. And now, because of the environment we find ourselves, we cannot avoid using this engine. So, to allow longevity of life, what do we do? Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord. My question is based on the start. Since I was born up to this day, they have not developed any drug that if you take that drug for the next 1 week, 2 weeks, you will not eat any food. I want this drug to be developed. That's why when you swallow it for the next 1 week, 2 weeks, you will not think what I want to do. Bring God with help us. Please, if you have your question and you cannot ask physically, please write it down and pass it to God. If you have question but you don't want to ask, I know why. Pass it to God. Then I will privately use my number to answer the question at any time. You can also log on to my YouTube, Odemuyiwa. You will see a lot there. Just type on Odemuyiwa on your YouTube. Yes, you'll get a lot. You have answer. Then you can send your question. Now, somebody asked question about periodic checkup as regard stress management. Stress on the soul is a very long topic. I deliberately speak it because I know questions will bring it up. But there will not be enough time to talk about stress management. But what I just want to tell you is that 65% of the patients going to the hospital in Lagos State, they are going to the hospital as a result of stress. Because on the city of Lagos, people are under serious stress. Lagosians don't sleep. When we talk of stress management as per rest, most of us in Lagos we don't have enough rest. That's why our body and our organs are always on fire. Because I research have made us to know that an average adult supposed to sleep for at least 6 to 8 hours per day. An average adult. Children are supposed to sleep for more than 8 hours per day. But we find out that even our children, out of the 24 hours in a day, they don't sleep for 3 hours because of browsing. And that's why their brain are always working like engine. Their system is working like engine. Hen wey land on road. Hen when hen land on road, go dey shape. That's how our children are. Their bodies are not at rest. Ara Olomu, Ara Odemuyiwa, because they don't sleep. Browsing and browsing and browsing. Technology have made many of us not to even rest at all. Even inside church, we are browsing. Browsing. 24 hours a day, no rest. So, the idea of stress management in Lagos, in city like Lagos, is even when we talk about it, people don't want to hear about it. But that's why I said 65% of people, patients going to the hospital in Lagos, stress made them to the candidate of the hospital. No enough sleep, no enough rest, people going up. Most of the hypertensive patients, even when they take drugs, they don't rest. Even when you are taking preventive drugs, you are not sleeping, you are not resting. The drug will not work. So stress management on its own is a very long topic. But not like I said, it's all about shorts. Shorts. You want to read something short. Even when your parents tell you, keep your phone, go and sleep. You are not ready to sleep. You still hide on your bed and start browsing till the early hour of the day. You sleep less than 2 hours a day. The brain cannot rest. And once you are not sleeping, once you are not resting, even digestion cannot take place. The food you eat cannot digest when you are not resting. Browsing. Stress. Those things, when you are stressing your brain, then you are not helping your system. God will help us. There will still be a time we are going to talk of stress management. It's a very long topic. Now, question 2. The question on grinding, using anything to blend, using all those blending, grinding. I was telling you when I was preparing to when I was small. During our own time, we normally use stone to grind. We are getting everything pure. And that's why you see in the villages, our mamas, they are getting old and they are getting very strong. Come and see an old woman here. Mama is a pro. Come and see this my young boy. Hello? How old do you think Mama is? 80 plus. Her daughter is here. Her daughter is already 60. Definitely Mama should be above 80. But now see how strong and healthy she is. That is my village mama. Come and see Southend. Come and see Longevity. Is she not a baby? If you wear skirt and blouse, we can still go on head parade. In the village, they were using stone to grind. In the village, they were using raw fruits, not the one they use fertilizer to grow. In the village, they are eating fruits that ripe naturally. They are not eating fruit that they use carbide to ripe. They are not eating fruit. When they use carbide to ripe fruit, the fruit is already contaminated. When you are eating the fruit, you are eating poison. Mama in the village, we catch, we just bring pawpaw raw. When she came now, every week I used to eat pawpaw. Usually bring pawpaw for me because the pawpaw will ripe naturally. Every clap for Mama. Praise the Lord. What are we talking about? anything that is artificial will cause artificial problem. Most of the symptoms we are having, these days we have cases of cancer because of what we consume. When they use carbide to ripe fruits, the fruits are contaminated. When they use fertilizer to grow everything you eat, most of the fertilizers you are eating them wrong. Even most of the frozen food we are eating, most of them, Nigerian NEPA will take like for days. Most of those things will be frozen inside. I'm sorry, I'm not going to use them for frozen seller. But most of the food that are stored inside the fridge, when they defrost after some days, when NEPA bring light, they become blood again. And they got them for us. We keep on eating. What are we eating? Poison. God will help us in this of it. Then the issue of some of those things they are using to grind and the iron escaping to those things. Those things are another dangerous things too. Because when you eat sheet of iron, when they go into your system, they cause more iron cirrhosis in your system, increase your blood iron level, and which can cause a lot of attack to your organs. God will help us. God will help us. God will help us. So when you are in the city, you are exposed to a lot of dangers. Just like when you are going on the road, you will see a cow with smoke, carbon monoxide. We hear them. They are doing havoc with the people's system. So when you are, those are the city's problem. But God will help us. We cannot all remain individual. Praise the Lord. Then another thing our daddy asked about. Say if there's any drug that will make him not to even be eating at all. Well, I don't see any drug that will not make us not to be eating. But if you don't really like food, you can, let me tell you one thing which I have not talked about. As adults, you should be closer to fruits and vegetables more than food. Daddy, at your age, at my age, at 30 age, at adult age, anybody above 40 years, you need fruits and vegetables. You need to get closer to grain more than food. That's another better alternative. You don't need to take drugs, not to be eating, but you get closer to grain, to vegetable. Try and eat as much as at least 5 different types of fruits on a daily basis. Most of you mothers, stop buying ice cream for your children. Stop buying biscuits for your children. All those sugar, chocolate, sugar, stupid. Stop buying for them. Most of our children are chocolate children. Even their teeth are chocolate. They are not white again because of sugar. I'm sorry. But you know you are taking too much of sugar. And that's why everything about it is chocolate. Teeth, chocolate. Eye, chocolate. Even tongue, chocolate. Eat fruit. Buy fruit for them. Buy fruits for your children. When they are going to school, put apple in their school bag, in their food box. Put carrot in their food box. Put 99 in their food box. Put fruits there. Let them eat different types of fruits. It's better than biscuits. I'm not asking the biscuit company or chocolate company to close it. But our children need all those things more than sugar. Stop giving them too much sugar, biscuit, all those things. Buy fruits for them so that they can start to enjoy your health. I am used to buying food. I can't go to the house on a daily basis and buy food. Men, when you are going to buy food for your wife, buy food for your children. Mothers, when you come back from market, buy food. Don't buy chocolate, don't buy ice cream. All those things are harmful in the body system. God will help us in this.
Praise the Lord. Without any question that you cannot ask openly, please, I'm advising you to see at his president or in the church whenever it's around. Can we stretch our hands towards him?